life.
Hello everyone, we are back with round 2 of Legacy Sunday. Eternal Sunday.
Eternal Sunday,
Eternal
yes.
Sunday.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Legacy Sunday.
Well, that's not doesn't sound as cool when you say it like
Right.
that. And we have Aaron Ng versus Jerome Wong. Jerome Wong on his trademark patented uh mono black reanimator, I think. Yes.
His own brew.
No, I'm pretty sure he neck it. Neck decked
So why is
it.
it patented?
Somebody else patented.
Somebody
Someone else
else
patented
is
it,
gonna
yeah.
get sued.
But he's using
Copyright.
our patented Kyoga sleeves.
Okay, resolves.
So that's patent, I guess.
Do you have any idea what his opponent's on? Aaron Ng.
Aaron Ng, I don't know, man. He has blue sleeves, so he's not playing blue cards, right?
Can't be.
Like
Definitely playing
maybe he's playing mono red or like
mono
red
red.
red Phoenix. I saw like a lot of Phoenixes today. Phoenix is like a hot deck today.
Because it's like red, right? It's hot.
That's right.
Because it burns.
And like buried alive into the ritual to buried alive into lightning bolt combo is really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And the Phoenix three Phoenix on turn 1 is like that's good,
That's a
right?
dream.
That's a dream. That is a dream.
Alright. Letting this player shuffle up. The turnout today is pretty good.
Huh?
We
Yeah,
have
though.
like 29.
Yeah, 29. Yeah, 29 players. So we have 5 rounds to cut the top 8, and we are also doing a free giveaway. We
Mhm.
have so we're giving out Iconic Masters, Master 25, Ultimate Masters, and a Dissension booster pack, I think.
There's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
Alright,
there's
looks
a lot of
like
good stuff.
They
Yeah,
both
yeah,
rolled a
yeah.
10.
You roll again.
Yeah. I thought 10 would be pretty hard to beat, but
You know, I
never
mean,
know. He rolled a 3 this time, so that's a 4.
4. So it looks like Jerome's going first.
Wait, no, they have to reroll. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Suspense. Okay, there
Okay,
we go.
you
rolls
can't beat 12.
You
Okay,
can't beat
okay.
12. Let's go.
So, yeah, Jerome is
Interested to see what his opponent's playing on.
yeah.
Oh, you want better commentary? All right. Right, we give you. Don't worry.
We
It's
get-
no
we got-
problem.
It's no problem, man.
All right.
So
So-
both players are keeping their 7, I think. Oh, Jerome's going Maul.
One of his mono black.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad.
Oh, both players are Mauling though. So I think Aaron looks like.
Maybe
Man, I'm not
catch a
sure.
glimpse?
I think really catch a glimpse of what Aaron's playing. We know Jerome's playing Mono Black for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I think if you're mauling on Mono Black on a combo deck like Reanimator, it's not particularly a good sign because combo decks don't really maul well in general. But
yeah, but if you're like a
you're like mid-range
mid-range,
control.
like Texas, or maybe even like a aggro deck.
I think,
That's
yeah,
not
I know that it mauls quite okay actually
Yeah, in Legacy
because
it's fine.
like you have a lot of redundancy and shit.
Oh, I saw.
Oh,
Like
I
Xyz? Is it?
I still don't know what he's
Oh,
playing.
I see. Is it colors?
Yeah.
Blue red.
Wow, Jerome's going down to 5.
Unfortunate,
He's not
Okay.
very good.
man. Really wishing those new mulligan rules would kick in for
Legacy?
Legacy.
Nah, I don't think they'll ever kick in for
Nah,
Legacy.
probably not.
Like, horrible. Oh, I see Force of Will
Yeah, I was
in
playing Delver.
Delve. I see some blue cards in
Yeah, could be.
Aaron's hand.
Delver's good. I like Delver.
Yeah, Delver's fine. It's very fair deck, a lot of control elements, some disruption, which protect the Delver. So, okay, I think Jerome is forced to keep his hand. Go Scry to the bottom.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah, generally a
Lots
sign
of
of
hands.
weakness.
Lots of lands in the hand.
Yeah. Oh, did Jerome just pass his turn? Yeah, Jerome just passed his turn without laying a land, and we're gonna see Aaron play a turn 1 brainstorm, which is City of Traitors. So this might be indicative of a show and Omnitel or show and tell type deck.
Oh, okay.
So we
Yep.
might see him do a turn 2 City of Traitor into show and tell. Then again,
Yeah, the dream is just turn 3 show and tell out something big.
yeah, turn 2 show and tell Omniscience, then cast Emrakul, and you win the game on the spot.
Easy.
So that seems to be Aaron's game plan, and Jerome's game plan might just be to try and discard or send a Griselbrand to the graveyard, and then you draw a lot of
He's
cards
kind
and
of in
stuff.
trouble.
Yeah, he has no less.
Yep, it's pretty much.
This
turn
game
one
looks
over.
this game looks very free for Aaron. And here,
Yep.
show and tell. So this is very interesting because Jerome is able to cheat out his own Griselbrand
Yeah, but it's nothing
or
compared
Grave
to.
Titan. Oh no, yeah. So Aaron doesn't have a Emrakul, so Jerome has a Grave Titan, which is not really as strong as a Griselbrand. Because Griselbrand allows you to draw 7 cards, it's like infinite value.
Yeah, but
Grave Titan is not.
not enough, right?
Yeah, it's not looking
Compared
very
to-
strong compared to Griselbrand. But at the same time, Jerome is not exactly completely dead, right? Because it's not like as strong as like say Emrakul or Omniscience.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have to see. But so your Jerome going to turn 3, no lands, right? What do you do
Yeah.
here?
Oh, I think you're. If you think about Jerome, you're more or less dead. Actually, if you're Aaron, you already have like 2 lands, a City of Traitors and an island. You kind of have all the lands you want because your deck doesn't really go much higher than 3, right?
Mhm.
And here we see Jerome casting an Unmask, discarding or exiling the him to Torak.
Shit, man, two games in a row we're watching like Mono Black.
Yeah. Oh, and very interesting there. Aaron chose not to lay
Oh.
the Emrakul. He chose not to lay the Emrakul and instead went with the Griselbrand.
Huh.
So yeah, so Emrakul gets discarded. It's gonna be shuffled back to the deck. Replacement effect, so there's no
Interesting.
trigger.
Or maybe wait.
No, it's a trigger effect. It is a trigger
Yep.
effect. It's not a replacement effect. My bad. My bad.
Okay. So
Hey, you're gonna be level 1 judge, okay?
Hey man, sorry man. I'm sorry man.
I guess.
Hey man, Nexus of Fate is a replacement effect. Emrakul is a trigger effect. So yeah,
Good boy.
yeah, the words are hard to read, man. But yeah, if you're Aaron, you're not that far off with Griselbrand either. Can just draw him back into more gas, more show and tells, more omniscience.
Draw swing. Your opponent has nothing. Just
Yeah,
swing.
you have lifelink
Bang.
as well.
Graveyard also have to. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Let's bring it up. It's a trigger effect.
Aeons. Actually, yeah, yes, he does have to shuffle the graveyard. Mate, could you get him to shuffle the graveyard? Yeah, because he didn't shuffle it. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Up. GG.
Oh, that's not good.
Graveyard please.
Wait. Oh my gosh. Someone get him to stop.
He's going. He missed the.
Yeah, so he was supposed to shuffle
Yeah.
the graveyard into the deck
He already,
along with the
he already cast the.
yeah. So we're getting the level 1 judge to, put out the penalties, try to fix the situation as fast as he can.
Good catch, chat. Good catch.
Yeah, I can't believe I missed that too. That Emrakul supposed to be shuffled back along the graveyard.
They didn't realize the graveyard was there.
Yeah, all the Adrati
I
Titans
always
have it.
assumed that they'll just shove it in, but
Yeah.
oh well. What happens now?
So what happens
Yes.
now is Aaron still shuffles his graveyard to the deck and he just draws his 7, I guess. So
Yeah.
this looks fine.
Yeah, it's irreversible. They lost it.
Yeah. So I think it's fine. Aaron,
Like
Force
it was
of
just
will.
2 cards in the graveyard, right? It wasn't
yeah,
like
it's not the worst thing in the world, I
Yeah.
guess. But it's still like game state error. But yeah, it's not.
okay.
I guess it
so
could be worse.
going back to
He force of will discarded the show and discarded the omniscience onto the against the dark
he's
ritual.
going for,
He's gonna draw more.
going for
Draw more cards.
More gas.
Ooh, those pedals. Oh, 2 Lotus Petals.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so I think that's what he was looking for. Lotus Petals.
Mhm.
So he can sneak attack and then sneak in like something else, or he can just show and tell omniscience. I mean, him discarding the first omniscience is already kind of indicative that he has the second one in hand, or like he has something better than that.
Yeah.
So
He's gonna wanna resolve
Okay,
the sneak attack.
yeah, 2 Lotus Petals gonna hit the field. Okay.
Nothing much. Yeah, there's nothing much Jerome can do here. He has does he have the second Emrakul in hand or? He doesn't have one, right? Does he?
No, not
He
sure.
needs Emrakul so he can.
Yeah, so he floats the mana of the City of Traitors. He plays the Volcanic Island and sacrifices the City of Traitors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now he has
Oh, he has it. He has it.
show and tell
Same.
Emrakul. Oh, sneak attack
Attack
Emrakul, right?
Emrakul, yes.
Yeah.
Swing.
Yeah.
20-0.
20.
I
There was
mean, with the
really,
Crystal
there's
Bear.
really nothing that Jerome could have done there because Jerome was just stuck on
Lands.
lands. Yeah,
No land.
and he had the unmask, right? But the unmask wasn't it wasn't very effective. It didn't really.
I mean, if your opponent has like, I mean, you need your own Gristle brand, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's up in the air.
He had the Grave Titan, but Grave Titan doesn't really get you that much. You don't get much out of Grave Titan, right? So the one complaint I have with Grave Titan in these kinds of unfair decks, right? The decks that want to cheat out cards with reanimate spells or show and tell or whatever.
Yeah.
You have these like you have on the top tier you have Gristlebrand, you have Emrakul, and the next tier you have like it's actually just two tiers, right? One
Yeah.
the stuff you really want, and the second tier is like the stuff you kind of okay with, like Grave Titan and Ashen Rider. And the problem is, right, if you don't have the top tier and they do have it,
Hey, do you think Aaron has enough? Has some graph diggers to side in?
Graph Diggers,
Yeah.
creature cards, libraries can't. Yeah, that might be good actually.
If he has, he should put them in.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
think most people. I mean, I don't know what's mostly in Singapore Legacy, but you know, if there's like a lot of graveyard, then he should have the graph diggers.
yeah, that's true. Actually,
which is very important.
Graph Digger's Cage is actually quite good because today we see a lot of Grixis Phoenix. We have a lot of Reanimate decks. We have a lot of actually just those two, Grixis Phoenix and Reanimate.
Doesn't look like he has it though.
Yeah, the Grixis Phoenix deck, quite a strong showing though.
What else would you board in? I think graph digger is the only thing I can think of. If not, you just keep your 60 and go.
Yeah, that's well, a lot of Legacy, right? The decks they kind of vary in sideboard plans. Not all decks have same sideboard plans, so it's up to tastes and preferences. I see some Arcane Artisans in Aaron's deck, Aaron's sideboard as well, so that might be what he's going for.
Target player, let's bring it up.
What? Oh, I did the score, yeah.
On it. Just waiting for them to. Oh, it looks like he is
Yeah,
putting in the.
put in the Arcane Artisan. Target player draws a card and then exiles a card from their hand. This kind of just copies a card that you can exile from your hand. So yet another way to cheat out or like pseudo cheat out a creature that you want to win with.
Would be good to put this in. It's like your extra copies of.
Extra copies
But
of.
slower.
Yeah, it's a bit slower. I'm not sure if you really want to go slower against another combo that I reanimate because Jerome, he just had a bad start, right?
Yeah.
If you're playing a reanimate deck, you a peak turn one play would be something like Swamp, Dark Ritual, Entomb, Lotus Petal, and then
And
reanimate
get-
something.
yeah.
That's turn one Gristlebrand, or something
Both
like
players needing to get those lotus petals out.
yeah,
and
Lotus
shoot
Petal.
for-
Lotus Petal is like unfair cards. Like
I mean, they're both combo decks.
yeah, it's like when you're playing Steven Spirit Guide in Modern. If you're playing those cards, you're probably not playing a fair deck. You're playing something like that wants to cheat something out. You want something like to
Or get their turn faster.
get a
the
turn
win.
faster. You want to stop your opponent from playing the game.
Fast game.
Yeah. Yeah, and Jerome, I'm not sure what Jerome has in his sideboard against Aaron. Most likely he wants to see Jerome wants to put in more hand disruption like Thought Seizers, Thought Seizers, maybe Duresses if he has them. IOK is a bit that
So-
IOK doesn't hit a lot of things in
Thought Seize Duress.
yeah, Thought Seizers Duress.
We'll hit the show and tell and
Yeah. But at the same time, this kind of also dilutes Jerome's plan, right? Because you have all we've seen this in round one where the black green reanimator deck he had 4 hand disruption spells. He had Thought Seize, Unmask, Thought Seize, and then his hand was just empty. His hand was just empty against his opponent. The blue white controls empty hand. So
feels bad. That's a feels bad moment.
that is a feels bad moment. Then your opponent just draws back his cards and just slams Mortuary Matter and just wins from there. So you really want the perfect blend of hand disruption and your own combo pieces as well. So
Yeah.
If you're
How many? Like maybe he just bought it in a playset of Thought Seize.
yeah, maybe place of Thought Seize might be just good enough. I mean, he really does have Unmask, right? So Unmask is pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so finally going in.
Yeah, hopefully Jerome won't.
Jerome first, hopefully, first again, but hopefully he has a proper hand this time.
Yeah, Jerome might want to be a bit more liberal with his hand keeping, I think. But then again, you can't really keep a bad hand. Look, his hand looks very land heavy as well.
Uh-oh.
I see a lot of lands in his hand, and Aaron looks like he's fine. Okay, so both players are trying to keep their hands, and both players you see they have like normal basic mountains, right? So normally in Legacy you see people like playing with their
Guru
Guru
Mountain.
basics and full art stuff.
Sorry, man. Legacy is becoming a more and more accessible format.
Yes,
We have cheap decks like
Dredge,
Dredge,
manaless
Manaless
Dredge.
Dredge.
Yeah, and
Even if you're not as high of, you don't have as high of a socio-economic status, you can still play Legacy.
right. And here you see an entomb instant speed for the Iona Shield of
That
Emeria.
is good.
Yeah. So when Iona hits the field, it stops. Wait, let me.
You're gonna call what color is he gonna call?
Yeah, stops a color from being played.
Call blue.
Call blue. Yeah, blue might be the color. Actually the sneak show deck a lot of blue cards is majority blue. So him to Torak against Aaron. So Jerome looks like he's sideboarded into a more control plan.
He's having a great start too.
Yeah, it's not bad. He does have the disruption, and he did have a combo piece which is Entomb for the Iona. So it's gonna. Well, this looks. Yeah, Jerome loves the roll the dice, man.
Trying to do the 1 to 7 thing.
Yeah,
There we go. That's
he has played with dice before with the Hollow One deck in the modern. So 6.
right.
Okay, let's see what he hit. Jace
Jace, and I think that's a
some
sneak, right? Or is
that's-
that a
Sneak attack.
It is
Okay.
sneak attack.
Okay, so Jason sneak attack is gonna be discarded, and so it's gonna fetch. Right.
Interested to see what else Aaron has in his hand right now.
Yeah,
Going up.
I think you're not too worried if you're Aaron because
Like losing a Jace is fine against Reanimator.
right, exactly. That
Oh.
that card is actually that card is a bit slow anyway, right?
Yeah.
The fact that the fact that your opponent hasn't gone off by now is already like okay, and you do have the show and tell as well.
Going for it, man.
Oh, and he has omniscience. This is gonna be really
Uh-oh.
strong. I'm not sure if Jerome is able to outvalue omniscience. Oh, he has a Gristle Brand as well.
That's good. But yeah, Omniscience on the board. He's
Okay,
gonna have to hurry.
so Preordain's gonna let Aaron look at his scry 2 and draw 1. Yeah, this is the thing with the omniscience, right? Once you get omniscience down, you can all your cantrips, all your draw cards become free,
Yep.
and you can
Oh,
your Enrakul
that's his
Enrakul's also
Emrakul.
free.
I think
So
I think that's it.
Gristle Brand.
I think that's it. Yep.
This is probably it.
Okay.
Wow, and Aaron going for the draw probably want to get some force of will backup in case Jerome has some instant speed shenanigans,
He should
which is
be
not very likely because he's tapped out.
very comfortable. Like it's too late for the Iona to come back and block, right?
Yeah, he can. So Aaron's gonna attack with Emrakul, and the Annihilator is gonna trigger and destroy all of
Yeah.
Jerome's stuff. Not sure why he's looking for more stuff when he could just swing in and win here.
Just thinking, gotta sequence the turn
So it's
properly,
going to
man.
battle.
Open your options.
Oh, this is all done on instant speed end of Jerome's.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Show and tell.
Omni.
So good.
Yeah, show and tell into omniscience.
Normal.
Hmm. Yeah, so this is
no, he drew
this.
a card for
Yeah, this is the extra turn. This is the extra turn.
Oh yeah.
This is the extra turn of the Emrakul cast trigger. So Annihilator's going to trigger and he's going to have to sacrifice his cards first.
Yep.
How did he cast them all?
Omniscience. Yeah,
on the
yeah.
board. Yep. That's it. Yep.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that was a really fast game from the
Turn two.
from the Omni. Yeah, that's a really fast game off the Omnitel high roll, I think.
That was the Omnitel high roll. And against the deck that doesn't have much interaction against it, you can't really do anything.
Well,
Like if you're against the blue deck, right? The force of will, you're fine. But you can just counter the Chantel, but mono black.
yeah, one play all you have is kind of hand disruption, right?
Yeah, very vulnerable.
You disrupt your opponent, but if you can't stop what they draw. You can't stop your top decks. And if they hide their cards with brainstorm as well.
I mean, this is why they say blue is super good in Legacy.
Yeah.
Just for force of will.
Force of Will, man.
Right, Stormcrow. Pitch your Stormcrow. Stormcrow is the best blue card.
Stormcrow is the best blue card.
Right?
I think all blue cards are equally good.
in Legacy.
Legacy, yeah.
Just got that one card.
Blue cards are there for one purpose, to be pitched by Force of Will.
Damn right. Okay, so we're gonna go on a break. Put up the past Legacy replay as usual, and then we'll be back for round 3 of
Right.
5.
3.
Yes, 3 of 5.
Right.
We have 5 rounds Swiss into top 8. Alright, stay tuned. Don't go away.
I think I'm a bit too soft. Yeah, I think I'm a bit too soft. You can't. Off the mic. Off the mic.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the monthly Legacy tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick, I'm one of your hosts alongside Ben Huang.
Hello.
Yeah, we're watching the match here between Sheikh Amiruddin and Nigel Wong. What's Sheikh playing?
He's playing Dredge.
Dredge.
Yeah, I saw him play against Ilham in a battle of the non-Chinese New Year celebrants.
Oh,
Yeah, it was brutal to say the least. Because this deck is great when it catches people off guard, right?
yeah. Sheikh's playing a very, I won't say very different, but like it's a different version of Dredge, right? Where you
It's
see
manaless.
It's manaless,
Yeah.
and this is the, I think less aggressive or less explosive version.
Yeah. Without the mana, it always wants to draw first.
Yeah.
So
You keep any hand.
Yeah,
you
you keep
basically get every hand.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
Phantasmagorian.
which
there.
is really good because Phantasmagorian lets you put you can activate the ability of Phantasmagorian. And
And,
that's what you
yeah.
want. You don't want to return to your hand. You want to dump 3 cards.
And you wanna you
So
you
you-
can dump like 6 cards, right?
Yeah, you can do it in
Oh,
response to
yeah.
the ability.
All the cards.
Yeah, and then I think that's what he's gonna do.
Right.
Yeah, but Talia is terrible.
Yeah. this
You
not
actually have
good.
to get around Talia by having multiple bridges and then having your Nakamibas die. But you see that he has a couple Nakamibas in his hand already, so
Mhm.
it's gonna be a bit of a tall order for him. Another option is gonna be Icarid and Prize Amalgam, but you can expect Nigel's deck to kind of like beat that a little bit. He didn't choose to go with the full discard of his hand, so that's interesting. He can't. Can he
Alright.
play that Creepling Chill? Does it play the card or is it a trigger, like a triggered ability? That's
Let's
interesting.
Let's bring up crippling chill. Is
It's
it?
Crippling Chill, is it? I
Yeah.
never get the name right, and I always look for the wrong card.
No,
it's creeping, right?
Creeping chill.
I mean, it makes sense that it's creeping. It's like black and stuff. It does black things.
it's a creeper.
Creeping Chill.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, it's a trigger, so he doesn't have to pay mana for it.
Oh, you don't have to cast it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So interestingly enough, she did not choose to go with the whole priority line. So as a result, he doesn't have a Phantasmagorian in his deck, in his graveyard. And I think he's slowly realizing why he should have done that.
You should just like dump
Yeah.
all the cards, right?
This Stoneforge Mystic not too good because Nigel doesn't have a planes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna attack, get in for 3 more. I might have to pass the turn and discard, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The interesting part about this matchup is that Nigel can actually cast extra Thalias, let his Thalia die, and remove his opponent's bridges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's true.
So yeah, she's gonna discard his Phantasmagorian at the end of turn.
Wow, that's tough. Yeah.
And if he was watching this broadcast, which you all should, because it's great legacy information, he would learn that he can hold priority and discard.
and then
6
start
cards,
discarding cards, right?
Yeah. But
Oh, he's got. I mean, like he's got Nether Shadow in hand already, so and he's
Yeah.
got like double Nether Shadow. So
he's got double
I
Nether
think he can
Shadow.
keep it going.
Yeah, but he's gonna probably discard
The Nakamibas.
2 shadows and a shadow, maybe Shadow Bridge and Stinkweed Imp.
Okay. Yeah.
But
So 6 cards.
okay, now he does know how to do it. So he chose
Right.
not. He just chose not to.
Mm.
He opted not to. Interestingly enough, he chose to discard the cards in an order that doesn't let Nether Shadow come back.
Yeah, I'm
He's
curious.
gonna dredge Shambling Shell. So he returns Shambling Shell to his hand.
Nether Shadow needs to be like the third creature, right?
Oh, it just has to have one creature above it. You're thinking of
No, I'm thinking of yeah,
Are you thinking of another card? You're thinking of Action Ghoul, maybe?
yeah.
Oh, three. It is three.
Three-
Yeah,
three-
Action
three
Ghoul is the
creatures,
other one.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Three
Okay.
creatures. So yeah, I think he could have
He could have
discarded this a
yeah.
little bit differently. I mean, I don't think the 4th edition reminder text helps a lot in terms of determining. Yeah, so
There's
Nigel playing a really anemic game of hitting you with Squire and Talia.
Well,
but he puts a vial into play.
he found the vial, so I guess that's worth something.
Interesting. The token comes from. How did that token come into play? How did that token come into play?
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on? Hang on.
Yeah. This seems a bit odd. Oh, wait a minute. What? So what's happening? Yeah, how? Why are there tokens on the battlefield? Alright, so but Nether Shadow. Alright, so there's 4 creatures now. So yeah, no problem. Alright, so creeping chill. Sorry, goes in. Another 3 points of life. Gaining a little bit more. Okay, so this may seem a little bit confusing, but the engine really is the engine really is bridge from below. What else? A Phantasmagorian, bridge from below. You basically want to put creatures into your graveyard, and you know, generally everything else goes in your graveyard, right? You start off with something like Phantasmagorian or big dredger, and you want to put bridge from below into your graveyard and try to get creatures back out onto the battlefield. So either Nakamibas, Nether Shadows.
Okay.
What else can hit the battlefield?
I need to clarify again. Where is this? So how did the zombie token come to play? It was from the Icarid dying?
Yeah, it's from
Okay. And that's not so bad then.
Yep. So okay, Icarid comes back as well.
Yeah, this is not a deck you should hand to somebody who's just playing it for the first time. It's not a good idea.
Oh, nice. Gogari Grave Troll is.
But the amalgam doesn't see the Icarid come into play, so the amalgam doesn't come back. Do you think we could get Alfian in on this and I should stand around and judge this game?
Nah, it's okay. We're
Yeah?
watching.
Okay.
But like, yeah, the immediate response, right?
Yeah, before things like you. I guess he's figured it out now.
Mm. Gotta make sure players read the cards, man.
Yeah.
and,
it's
oh
just-
man, Nigel just like suffering.
Yeah.
Can't he
He-
just like take one of his?
Yeah,
land?
put one of his cards face down and it will work as a planes. I think that's why he plays them. Maybe that might be the.
It's like I finally drew a land.
It's the best card, the best sleeves in Magic.
Why is the back of your card?
Yeah.
Why is the
It's
back
like
of
a-
your card Atalia?
A versus system.
Versus system.
Versus system. So he's gonna double block this Talia because he's like, oh, I finally get rid of this Talia.
Gotta get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's hard to and
So
you know,
he loses his bridge though in as a result.
Mm.
But he's like, oh, I'm finally free of this Talia.
Yeah.
And then Nigel's like, nope,
And then, nope.
I got
second
Talias.
Here you go.
And Sheik's
Oh
like,
no.
F
Oh,
my
this
life.
Is terrible. This is terrible.
How could this happen to me? Made my mistakes. But he has GGT,
Yeah,
so you know it's gonna
GGT
go for
GGT
6.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna get rid of
It's the Street Wraith.
Street Wraith,
Yeah.
right?
It's the amalgam's gonna see it come into play. He's gonna
Okay.
dredge the Grave Troll.
For
So what's interesting also about the dredge mechanic is that you can choose the order in which choose the order in which he
you put it
the
into the
cards in the
graveyard?
graveyard.
Really?
Yeah, so you can put the Nether Shadow,
wow.
but he's
Right
just
at the
choosing to
bottom.
go with the any order mode on Modo. So
No.
yeah. So you can choose the order in which the 6 cards from GGT enter the graveyard.
Oh damn! I did not know that. I was unaware.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Because it all happens at once. Even though the natural response is to mill the cards one by one, you should actually take the top
All
6
6 and
put
have that
and
lay
then
it
flip
out.
it, and then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This deck is mechanically very difficult to pilot. There's a lot of stuff.
I've always like watched people play it.
Yeah.
And I've watched like really good, really good players play it. And I was like, yeah, maybe I can do it. And
I
then
don't even think it's a really good player thing. I think it's a matter of like
you just need to know, like,
understanding.
your cards, right?
Yeah. You
And
have
like,
to know your
yeah,
cards.
maybe I could do it. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure I can't. Like,
Yeah.
this is, but yeah, you
This
need to know
3/3
the
is gonna stonewall his entire deck though. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, his Vile's on 3 though. That Jailer seems amazing in this matchup.
Oh, it can get rid of the
Like permanently get rid of Icarate,
yeah.
right? So he stops getting, but he has no bridges left, so I guess that's okay. Like Sheik is kind of playing himself in the corner here because at 7 life, yeah, it looks reasonable for you to, and I'm kind of confused as to why Nigel keeps attacking, but he is gonna be able to surprise Nigel with like double Icarates here. Oh, he's removing the.
Oh wow!
yeah.
Why do you okay, the Flayer? I suppose the Flayer is like a
Oh, he doesn't
more
have double
properties, right?
Icarate. So what's that? That's a Phantasmagorian in the middle of his.
I think that's a fantastic. This card, right?
Oh, the card in between the Whirlpool Rider and the Narcomoeba. That is a.
That's a
Phantasmagorian.
Phantasmagorian. All right.
Oh, so he's got
Icarate
Mirroring
dice.
Crusader, which does a great job of blocking or attacking depending on who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just attack.
Yeah,
I think if-
it's 4 points of damage, and right now, if Nigel can place
Yeah.
a,
Nigel took the Battle Skull, right?
he took a battle skill. He had.
Well, he's
two
running this right
thing-
into the Prize Amalgam, eh?
Oh wow!
This is a this is a bold attack.
Please tell me. Oh, okay. He's got another like swords.
He's got another Thalia. Oh, he's got a Flicker Wisp.
He's got Flicker Wisp. He's got a plow.
Yeah, he's just gonna throw the family in
Wow,
front. It's like a
okay.
Chinese New Year reunion in front of Thalia right now. Everybody's asking her about when she's getting married, when she's going to the graveyard,
Oh no!
when she's gonna exile the bridges.
Oh, there goes another bridge. This
That's
is
no more Thalias. He can go nuts this turn. In fact, I think this is the kill because he has
right.
enough creatures for
All right,
he
so
has enough creatures for Dread Return.
Phantasmagorian goes
Wow.
back.
I mean, this is a bit early, but this is probably the worst attack of 2019, the Chinese New Year 2019.
Yeah, that was. I thought the Thalia was a little bit silly.
Yeah, this is insane.
All right, so GGT goes in.
Yeah, wow. Holy crap, he can decimate his opponent's hand now. And this is double Nakamima coming into play. Double second Dread
Oh
Return.
wow,
yeah.
there's two
2 Nakamivas come into play.
with what 3 Dread Returns in the graveyard, 1 Cabal Therapy, 3 Cabal Therapy. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think there's what
Yeah,
2
yeah.
Dread Returns or 3 Dread
I
Returns.
hope you like your pants, Nigel, because they're gonna come off real soon. After your pants come off, then
This
zombies
is,
are gonna enter the
This
enter
is
play.
terrible.
Yeah.
But no bridges though.
No bridges,
Right?
yeah. But
No
if he just
bridges.
gets Flayer to shoot him, right? Oh no, he needs Flayer on GGT. Yeah. He
Yeah,
has
needs
2 Dread
Flayer.
Returns, yeah?
He's got 2 Dread Returns.
Yeah. He can return the Flayer. He can return the Flayer, and then the second Dread Return goes for the GGT, and the GGT sees all the creatures in the graveyard and then domes
Right.
Nigel for a bajillion.
Okay.
Plus, the Flayer comes back with Undying and hits.
Oh yeah.
So you can sack
okay,
the Flayer
so
to the Dread Return.
another Dread Return, right?
Yeah. This deck is not easy to play.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheik's done an admirable job of piloting it. Nigel, on the other hand, suicided his Thalia. The only thing that's keeping him in the game.
Why did he do that? Oh.
You know all those memes where it's like there's a whole bunch of stuff and there's one guy who's putting his hand in the dam, like holding back the whole deluge of things. That's basically what Thalia was doing. So he's gonna come to play.
Oh no.
Yeah. And Sheik, from an unwinnable position,
Yeah, he suddenly like.
much like Shuhei Nakamura
How
in
did
the in the PT 2006 finals, playing against Pierre Canali. But
why
this case-
didn't Shake sack the?
he's good. He's gonna dome his opponent for 4 when the Flayer dies.
Mhm.
If he just flashes back Cabal Therapy with his Flayer now,
Oh, that's immediate, right?
Let's just look up Flare the Headbound for those of you who don't understand. Or Flare.
Yeah. Okay, so oh wow, he uses a Flicker Wisp in response to the flare. It goes up, it's coming back soon.
Yeah, how do I show this?
Okay. Yep.
Feature right with card. Yeah.
So yeah, it's got Undying. But the
Wait,
more
so-
important part is that whenever
Oh, what is going on?
Flare Headbound,
Wait, so
Flicker
he-
Wisp, Flicker Wisp.
So he sacked. Oh, he didn't sack with
He
the.
didn't sack
He didn't sack
the-
the flare with the for the dread
Yeah.
return. That's insane.
I know.
So now there's a chance that he loses this game, if Nigel can find Thalia, put him back under the lock again, and Chancellor of the Annexes when it counters the spell, right? So
Yeah,
he
it
has
can-
caverns to cover that. So he's gonna put this.
Oh,
He's gonna put this.
Oh,
Oh, my
wow.
god, this game. Top 10 enemy betrayals, man. What the hell is going on here, boys?
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah,
This is
the flare
nuts.
comes back into play. That's fine.
All right, so. This is gonna hit
Oh,
for
okay,
three.
okay. He has
so
the
he can stack it.
amalgam.
Yeah, he can stack.
Yeah, surprise amalgam. Yeah, but yeah, Nigel losing the game that should
No,
not have
I don't think he
lost.
should have lost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh well.
Well,
it's okay.
is there
But
any
now,
other
after
way?
he watches this video, he'll know the tech of putting his cards face down and tapping them for white mana. That's insane, dude. You can put your
Not-
entire hand down,
not
tap it for
cheating.
white mana.
Not cheating at all. It's like slowly, right? Slowly.
Dude, you
just
can play Gush. You play the island sleeves and then you Gush. You just pick up your cards again. 0 mana, draw 2.
No, I'm showing you. The island, so
Look,
you know.
I'm
so
returning
you
my
know, right?
islands.
Yeah.
For the rest of the game, you have to play with your. Can I explain the deck later? Yeah, sure. Glenn, which deck? I'm guessing the dredge
Okay,
deck. So
the
the dredge deck is. It's manaless, so it's just a whole bunch of dredges. It's a card called Phantasmagorian. And that's the backbone of it. The idea is that you never mulligan with this deck, and you always draw first. So what Nigel should do in this game is to draw first, because then his opponent gets one less card, has to pass the turn anyway. The only way. Yeah, so this is the card on the screen, Phantasmagorian.
So yeah, what you want to do? Turn 1, drop a card, either a Dredger or Phantasmagorian. Phantasmagorian will be
Ideal, because then you can put
Ideal.
more cards. So what you can do with Phantasmagorian is respond because the discarding is a cost. You can discard twice or even 3 times.
Yeah.
To the cost of Phantasmagorian to put your hand into your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, we have dredges in the graveyard. You're basically a dredge deck. So anyone who's played Modern, or any form of dredge, it's a mechanic where you can replace your draw with by milling or by putting the top X number of cards from your library into the graveyard. Right, of which the most egregious offender is Golgari Grave Troll, because it mills 6 cards. And these 6 cards,
There we go.
these 6 cards obviously contain things that have to do with your graveyard, such as Bridge from Below, which says whenever a creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you put a 2/2
There we
zombie
go.
token into play.
Yep.
And whenever creature opponents put into the opponent's graveyard, put into your opponent's graveyard from their battlefield, you remove Bridge from Below from the game. So the aim is to, Glenn, this is a really good cheap deck. It's really, really good against decks with Force of Will, because there's nothing to Force of Will.
Yeah.
And the sideboard, there's some transformational sideboards. In the past they had those.
The Balustrade Spy.
Yeah, there's a spy combo. I think there's versions of the deck that run hollow ones, maybe.
Hollow ones, really?
Because you can discard 3 cards to the
Phantasmagorian.
Phantasmagorian. Then you can play
for
the
free.
Yeah.
That's
But by and large, they play free spells on the sideboard. So they play Fairy Macabre, they play 0 mana spells or spells that don't require you to surgical ricochet trap,
Ricochet traps.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she just drew and discarded because his opponent decided not to get the free card
no.
and play first. It's a reflex, and so someone who's not as experienced with Legacy, it might be a bit hard to see all the lines involved in playing this deck.
Nakamiba for free.
Nakamiya free, Creeping Chill, and that's
Creeping
a
Chill
Golgari
for
third
free.
as well. That's
And Stingweed Imp and 2 Phantasmagorians.
So you can see
Excellent.
Sheik dump his entire hand here.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't play from your hand at all. Like you play from the
Nope,
graveyard.
nope. And this is what Sheik's realized, that he's putting his entire graveyard in front of him as if they were lands, And that's good. It's good play, right? Because then it's also visible for your opponent. You never
Yeah.
want to win a game where your opponent felt like you cheesed him because you didn't show him all the cards that you
Yeah.
had.
This is open information, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is. Oh.
So I think this is still with the Nakamiwa trigger in the stack. Oh, it's not. Is he gonna pass his turn? Oh, he's moved past that. Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay. So Sheik missing the
the
onboard.
Nakamiba. Gosh.
Hey man, Nigel gave you back a free card, so now you get to give him back a free 1/1 flyer. The Nakamiba is insane in this deck though, because you need it for like Cabal Therapy, you need it for Dread Return. You
Yeah,
need
exactly.
it, and the
Like,
fact that you can't actually spend mana on your creatures means that you
need to get as
Yeah.
many creatures on the battlefield.
so
as
that
possible,
Nakamiba is
right?
gonna be staring him the rest of the game. He does have this card called Contagion though, which is insane, but it's terrible against Thalia.
Yeah,
Which is why Thalia is amazing in this matchup. The manaless.
That's why I wanted to ask, right? Like, actually, there's versions of the Mana Dredge deck that do run what's that? The Elvish Spirit Guide,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just
to be able to play your contagions, and that's something they're not going to see at all. They're not going to see it coming. They're like, surprise. And this is Nigel holding his head in his hands. I don't know why.
Yeah, Thalia is so
he's
good
trying to
against
figure out.
the
He's
deck.
trying to figure out whether or not his opponent.
It's like just cheesed him.
Well, no, he's trying to figure out whether or not his opponent's creatures can surprise his Thalia. $50 strip mine becomes 10-cent card. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, if that was the case,
Became
Glenn,
paperweight.
then Force of Will wouldn't be great either. But I think it's you don't prepare for this matchup when you prepare for Legacy tournament.
Yeah, this
He's
is
not,
the
he's not
catch,
attacking.
catch you with your
Yeah.
pants.
So this is Nigel not understanding how the deck works either. So this is I think surgical.
Alright, so paying for his surgical, and what does he take?
You can take bridges.
Bridge?
Yeah, bridge means that your opponent is restricted to a number of creatures in his deck. Oh wow. Why is he taking Gogari Thug? Oh, he removed Gogari
No,
Thug.
yeah.
See, you
For
can
the
take
Icarid.
Icarid to Icarid. It's a good choice.
Oh yeah,
But
okay. That's
I don't like Icarid as much because you know your opponent's got Phantasmagorian and he has Nether Shadow. So you're not gonna completely be able to freeze him out of creatures.
Mm.
In this situation I probably prefer bridge.
Yeah, I mean like that gets you
Yeah.
that takes away one of his engines, right?
Yeah. Plus you have Thalia. So Thalia blocks any Icarid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and because you surgical bridges he gets no benefit really from. So what he probably has to do in that situation, if he took his bridges, was to wait until he gets 4 Icarids, so enough Icarids to go around your Thalia and just hit you multiple
Then
times.
yeah.
Yeah, but the D&T deck is very good at gaining life. Just stabilizing board positions. It's not like it's a blue-white miracles deck with a Thalia. It's
Wait.
so yeah. So this is his draw step.
This is
gonna dredge.
This is heartbreaking, man. I'm like,
Yeah, well, it's heartbreaking to see Sheik mill a bunch of cards that he can't play. Well,
Oh,
now,
okay.
well, hopefully he puts these 2 Necromebas into play. Yes, he does.
yeah, okay.
But he can't play any of the cards in his deck.
Not at this point of time.
Yeah.
And yeah, with that Thalia like not attacking.
So he's gonna be able to attack. I'm not sure about this attack. Yeah, because he's gonna get bridge tokens.
Okay.
I don't know why Nigel blocks. It's a strict
It's one
upgrade, right?
damage, right?
Yeah. I don't know why he didn't attack to begin with. So maybe
Yeah. All right, so
he's got plow. Okay,
Gonna
so he's got a
plow.
plan. This is his plan. His plan is to source the plowshares all your priced amalgams.
but the price amalgams aren't the damage dealers. And hey, Shake, you're putting the graveyard. the
Oh,
upside down.
okay.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. I gotta fix this.
It was it's basically the other way around. Yeah. So this matters because Nether Shadow. Let me bring up Nether Shadow. I think we. Okay. So graveyard. In most situations like graveyard, the way the graveyard is put, it like doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But Nether Shadow is slightly different. It's got haste. It's a 1/1. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 3 other creatures above it, you put it into play. So it's very important where the Nether Shadow is.
Yeah.
There was a change in the rules, I think at M10, where it didn't matter what your orientation of your graveyard was. with
Except-
the exception of a few cards, right?
Yeah.
So there are a few cards that are very
Shallow
particular.
Grave comes to mind. Goryo's Vengeance.
Glorious Vengeance, yes.
Is it Goryo's Vengeance?
No, not Glorious
It's
Vengeance. there's
Footsteps of
one-
Goryo.
Footsteps is the top card
Yeah.
of So yeah, there are a few cards. I mean that
Yeah, yeah,
do care where the position of your graveyard is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
So this is Recruiter the God. He had.
Hey,
So
nice.
yeah, I think it's interestingly enough because he has Creeping Chills in his deck. Creeping Chills. This race is not favorable for Nigel, right?
Yeah, this doesn't seem like
So he's
this
gonna,
doesn't seem great lah.
but he has Containment Priest. Containment Priest.
Does stop basically
Yeah,
everything in the
Exodus 814. This is the 1-0 bracket.
deck? Mhm.
Yeah, Containment Priest pretty good in this scenario. Not great against Bridge from Below.
Oh no, camera.
Not great against Bridge from Below, but it
Yeah.
will stop further creatures from coming into play.
Mm-hmm.
But when telegraphed, it's not so powerful, right? Because all she gets to do is just to avoid putting the triggers of Nether Shadow on the stack.
All right, so Containment Priest that gets exiled.
He can just opt to say no to that trigger.
Just put it down. Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay, so is there
yeah.
any way like Shake's getting out under
Out
all
from
of
under
this?
Thalia.
Yeah.
I think the aforementioned Elvish Spirit Guides. Some of the versions of
okay,
this
right.
versions of this deck play a Darkmoor Salvage in the sideboard specifically for this matchup.
Just for
Yeah,
oh.
because you dredge it, then you can return it to your hand. It
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
into play tapped, you untap, and then you play Contagion to wipe out this board. Then you kill him, and it's kind of like a backup dredger when it.
But I
doesn't-
think that's the thing, right? Shake here has Contagion in his hand, right? Which
Yeah.
means that he is definitely running, or at least like some mana producers.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it could be that. It could be some of them play Dry Arbors in the sideboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one. No, but Dry Arbor, I mean, like if you mill Dry Arbor, you'll be
Yeah,
very
but it's
sad.
still a creature for Golgari Grey Throw and reasons.
True.
Yeah. One shot for every Nakamiba missed trigger. That's kind of. Yeah, I mean, I think he only missed one trigger.
No?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, he's packing it up. What's
No,
going
no,
on
no.
here? Oh, he's rearranging his graveyard, keeping it in order.
Yes, thank you, Shake. Thank you, Shake.
Oh, he missed two triggers.
Yeah, he
Damn.
missed another trigger.
Oh, he missed another one while I
There's
was away.
a Nakamiba like right there.
Oh my god, dude.
That was
Okay.
the last draw. Oh man.
Yeah, it's all in the. It's. Yeah, it's.
Man, that stuff. Here we go.
Why?
What do you get rid of? Maybe get rid of a token. There's no real need to get rid of a token. Alright, so Price Amalgam going to disappear. And because of Containment Priest, Price Amalgam disappears forever. That's nice. So Phantasmagorian going to be activated. 6 cards being dredged. Creeping Chill. Another one. And another Bridge from Below.
Yeah, but without any real way to, like, he needs to start blocking with these Nakamibas.
Nakamibas, right?
Yeah, especially since how many chills has he played already?
He's played 3 chills, I believe. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sheesh,
So
that's
yeah,
a
I
whole
think
lot of-
I think this one of the Mibas stays home and one of them goes to work,
Yeah.
much like 1950s marriages.
The
Yeah.
nuclear family.
What in the world? Maybe maybe he didn't miss the trigger. Maybe he didn't put Nakamura in play because the opponent has a Containment Priest in play.
Yeah.
Huh, guys?
That's probably, yeah.
Galaxy brain. Wait, how did those Mibas die? Oh, we got
Paths,
surprised
yeah.
by. Wait, what?
It got
Oh, you got Path. Yeah, this is the one die against which
number one, it got pathed, and the other one was the
swords.
no.
Is that a
Flicker
Path? I
Wisp.
can't see. It's too shiny.
Flicker Wisp.
So-
And then because of the Containment Priest, it doesn't come back.
Yeah. It's a good combo. It's like Eldrazi
Nice.
Displacer and
And Containment Priest.
yeah,
right?
yeah. So I think he's drawing dead to this Containment Priest. Like unless he has a Darkmoor Salvage in his deck.
He needs a Dark Maul Salvage or the Elvish Spirit
Elvish
Guide.
Spirit Guy. Yeah.
Come on, Shake, you can do it.
She's dead. He's dead, Jim.
Scoop.
Yep. Game 3. So more
Nice.
more opportunities for Glenn to take shots. Because for those of you who are not in our Twitch chat, Glenn is Glenn Ang, Glenn Ang?
Yeah.
He's a local funny man. He is claiming that he'll do a shot every time Sheik misses a Nakamiba trigger.
But that's like maximum 4 shots a game.
I don't know, man. Like
we
someone,
should put
someone
like
could cast
Shake.
like Time Sparrow.
Then we should put like Shake like on every single game. It's like,
And then sell shots for like $30 each. Yeah, but that is an example, I guess, of how powerful Talia is in this matchup. And I think Nigel is quickly learning how integral Talia is to locking his opponent out. In game 1, maybe he didn't realize it as much, but in game 2, you see he was overly conservative to the point of not missing out a couple of points of damage here and there by not attacking with his Talia.
but
Yeah, maybe he'll learn that he should put his opponent on the play. But unfortunately, it's not his choice this game. It will be Sheik's choice, and he will choose to play first.
do you sideboard differently as the manaless dredge?
Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, if anything, you remember
because
to
you're
bring
always
in
on the draw, right?
Yeah, you remember to bring in your Dark Maul Salvage, if you have it.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah,
Maybe you didn't put it in the sideboard.
Yeah, it's interesting. It'd be fun to know what the
The sideboards are, the
yeah.
deck lists are.
I don't care to repeat what Glenn just said in Twitch chat, but
whoa.
he seems like a young man. Like he would be,
Very,
virile and
like
potent,
strong.
very strong, sir.
my
Oh,
God,
turn 2 Talia again.
That's like every single game.
Sheik's like, I hate this game.
This is
Why did I choose to play this deck? I regret every decision I ever made in my life, especially drawing these 2 Nakamibas in my hand.
all right.
D&T forever. Yeah. There are people who like the Death and Taxes deck really like the Death and Taxes deck. Yeah, 4 Talias. Always. I think the deck did not exist before Talia was printed in 2012.
Oh,
Was it 2012? No, 2010?
Innistrad is probably 2011 or 2012.
2011,
Somewhere,
yeah. I think it was 2012. Yeah. The deck did
It
not
came out
exist
with
before Talia.
Phantasmal Image was an M10 card, yeah.
M12.
Phantasmal Image, M12?
M12. M10 is like Baneslayer.
Okay, yeah, so it's
Baneslayer, dude.
2011, 2012, yeah.
Okay, so we're currently 1 for 1 for Nakamiba triggers. So you're fine. You're fine, Glenn.
You're
You
good.
can stay sober and hard. If you stay hard for more than 6 hours, you should see a doctor.
Man, keep hard. You watched that film? that was a cute film.
Which one? Get Hard?
Get Hard, yeah.
Oh, that's a stupid film.
It was dumb, but...
Yeah, so Nakamiba coming into play.
Oh wow, Containment Priest there.
Yeah,
And
Containment Priest end of turn.
Shake gonna decide on whether to keep
Yeah,
it.
interesting. So Nigel attacked into the Nakamiba.
He can choose not to. Yeah, he can choose not to activate the Icarid. He can choose not to activate the Nether Shadow.
I think
Yeah, you
TOS
may,
is
right?
TOS terms of service. I think someone is citing the terms of service of Twitch.
What?
Uh-oh. Back to the game and all our PG-13 content. 2 bridges in play means it's going to be hard at all. Hard. I said hard again. For Nigel to attack. Why does Nigel not have unhinged planes? That would be amazing. You could really mess with your opponent's mind if you have both sides of your card with the same card. But no. I think I have to give him a discount for these
for that,
reasons. So yeah, he's gonna get Battle Scout, and this stalemate is not gonna favor.
Either a GT or a Battle Skull would be,
I think Scout's good here.
Yeah.
Scout's actually really good because you can also, if your opponent gets too many bridges,
okay.
you can always bounce it back to your hand and let the token die to trigger it. And funnily enough, or kind of like cool enough, Containment Priest doesn't affect equipment. So you can put as much equipment you want to play, but it does affect your Aether Vial, so we have to be careful.
I'm guessing he replaced the Aether Vials with the
No,
Containment Priest.
I'm not sure.
You never know.
Yeah. Like Vial is so integral to this deck, right? So he's
Alright.
discarding a bunch of dredgers. But with Italia in play, his options are fairly limited. He's gonna dredge Golgari Grave Throw. He's gonna hit.
Alright. 5, 6 creatures. And they're not coming, I mean, like, with the Containment Priest, they're not coming back.
Yeah, not coming into play. So there's very few ways that Sheik is gonna be able to add to the board. Which spells does Talia stop? It stops Dread Return and Cabal Therapy.
Yeah.
Also strands the contagions that are in Sheik's deck. And yeah, that's the game. Sheik realizes
Oh,
that he can't beat Nigel.
Sheik just doesn't have the...
Yeah, he doesn't have the tools.
right?
Yeah. And obviously it seems like he doesn't have a Dagmar Salvage to go pay that 1 mana to cast Contagion. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's tough.
credit to
That's tough.
Nigel. Nigel, adapted quickly. Drew pretty well for game 3. Drew the natural Talia
like
into
Talia
Talia
into
into Containment Priest.
Containment Priest.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Thanks.
Alright. We will be back in about 20 minutes, so don't go away. Remember, join us on the stream, twitch.tv/Grey Games every Wednesday for Modern. You can watch replays on youtube.com/Grey Games, and do check us out on our on our social media feeds, Twitter and Instagram. Alright, we'll be back for another round of Legacy in about 20 minutes, so don't go away. See you guys.